been a really full week, and it's finally taken me a few minutes to collect my thoughts and find a quiet place to share my story so far. On Tuesday, we went in for my 17-week prenatal appointment, and they discovered that I had developed TTTS, which wasn't a surprise. We were told that we might have a chance of developing that, but it still wasn't good news to hear. Our doctor immediately made us an appointment for the next day in Tokyo to see a specialist. We went Wednesday to Tokyo, and they confirmed that we had TTTS and that we needed to have surgery pretty quickly. Both babies were doing okay, but one of the babies had way too much amniotic fluid, and the other one had very little. So we made it a surgery date for Friday. On Thursday, I started to not feel very good. I gained like 4 pounds overnight. My stomach felt really bloated, and I was just really fatigued. Friday, we came in at 10, and everybody was just ready to go for the surgery. They took me right up, and we did EKG, blood work, chest x-ray, and then they started prepping me for the surgery. Got my IV put in, which is my least favorite part. I hate doing those. And then they wheeled me down to the surgery room after a brief consult with the anesthesia to let me know that they were going to do spinal and how that procedure was going to go. So in the surgery room, it was very calm, and everybody was so nice. They got me up on the operating table and rolled me onto my side. And I was a little bit nervous about getting the spinal because I really am not a fan of needles. And so I was kind of bracing for it. And then I just started feeling the effects of the anesthesia. And they were like, okay, you're done. I was like, oh my goodness, that anesthesiologist is a wizard. He was absolutely amazing. I didn't feel a thing. They rolled me back onto my back, and I just felt all these pins and needles feelings from the anesthesia. And I could tell, like, everyone was touching me. They said it would take about 30 minutes for them to prep for the surgery. I could feel them touching my stomach and my legs, but I didn't feel any pain. It was just such a weird sensation. But then I got so cold. Like, I felt like I was in an ice bath. My whole body was shaking, and my jaw and teeth were chattering. And so they put some kind of like heated blanket over my neck and shoulders to try to warm me up. And then the surgery started, and everyone was just really calm. They said, don't look at the monitors because you don't want to see what's going on. But that at the end of the surgery, they would show me the babies in the camera. During the surgery, I felt a lot of pressure in my abdomen, but no pain. Just I could feel them moving the camera around and things. And let's see, it didn't take very long. Just like maybe half an hour, 45 minutes for them to cauterize all of the blood vessels. And I started to feel a little bit sore towards the end. And that's the point where they said, okay, look at the screen. We're going to show you your babies. And it was just amazing. I could see, it was really close up, but I could see their face, like nose and ears, and like their hands and their feet. And we couldn't take much time because I started bleeding and they needed to sew me up really fast. But it was just really cool to see. So they pulled the camera out and they did a few stitches, and that was it. I was awake the whole time and just very conscious, but the team was amazing, and everybody was just so kind. And they wheeled me out, and I immediately saw my husband, which was such a relief because when you go through something, you want your person there, right? So he walked me back up to my hospital room. He couldn't come in, but after we said goodbye and after I just spent some time resting, I haven't been in any pain. So grateful that I didn't have any bad reactions to any of the medicines I've been on. They gave me medicine to prevent labor, for blood pressure and different antibiotics, a couple rounds. I still have my IV port because they keep hooking me up to things, but so far I've just been resting and everything. Um, the surgery was on Friday. Saturday morning, uh, they did some more blood work, and then I still hadn't walked or moved, like gotten out of bed, so they wheeled me in to see the doctor. She checked for any signs of preterm labor, and I was clear, so they were able to remove the catheter. I was able to get up and walk, and they did the ultrasound, and the boys were doing great. They both had a really strong heartbeat, and they had taken out 700 milliliters of amniotic fluid from the bigger twins' amniotic sac, and which my stomach felt so much smaller after the surgery. Um, so that was definitely a relief, but he looked good. The smaller twin was actually able to move around a little bit, and we were able to see his face for the first time, which was amazing. Um, it was just so precious to be able to see that they were both doing well and good, strong heartbeats. So they took me back to my room, and I've just been recovering. Um, once they took the catheter out and everything, I was able to move around pretty much like normal. The only thing I feel is just a tiny bit of soreness where the incision was. I only have a tiny little white Band-Aid, like a tight patch over that. And so it's really amazing what they can do. And let's see, I've just been resting, a lot of resting, and just taking my meds and just processing everything. But I'm just so incredibly grateful that they could do the surgery, that both my boys are looking good. And I'm supposed to be in here for about a week. So tomorrow's Monday. Tomorrow they're going to do another ultrasound and check on the boys. And yeah, I'll keep everybody posted. But this has been our journey so far. So thanks for watching.